Linked to Arsenal is Gyokeres. You know him very well. And Viktor Gyökeres is a 26-year-old player. I think 25, soon making 26. They've gone ahead to be named the champions of Portugal, and the celebration party with Sporting Lisbon, he had something to say in here, and we're going to obviously bring it here onto you. Then Ancelotti, the new manager of Liverpool, has come out and spoken on adding a huge club of Dutch players at all in his Liverpool squad. And then we're having Pep Guardiola on rumors that he might obviously rejoin Bayern Munich. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. And it's a Tuesday, that is the 7th of May. First week for the month of May is done and dusted, and we're here waiting for how the second week really commences in here. And I know we are in high gear, obviously bring you all what you guys really deserve to really look at. Now, let's see, close to, I think we're left now with 40 subscribers to hit 20,000 subscribers and do the needful. Now we are having Viktor Gyökeres speech during his during the Sporting Lisbon's trophy party. Thank you very much, Sporting fans. See you soon. I can't promise that I'll still be here. I love it here, and I wouldn't mind, but things happen quickly in football, and we have to adapt to that. We'll see what happens. It's hard to predict what will happen in the future. Ruben Amorim, a great coach. I wouldn't mind continuing with him here. I've had a lot of good I've had a lot of good managers. It's hard to pick one, but he brought me here, and it's been a great season for me. So that is the man himself, who goes by the names of Viktor Gyökeres. The biggest point that any Arsenal fan will obviously want to hear is the man coming out and saying that he's not sure of his future. When a player comes out and speaks about that, you understand that there is concrete interest in him, and he knows that very many clubs are really trying to convince his agent to see to it that he signs dual agency through a contract to obviously keep it the side of Sporting Lisbon. I'll tell you, this man is really great, and his numbers have not gone ahead to lie. And in Portugal alone, he has gone ahead to find himself really scoring very many goals. And let me see how many has he gone ahead to score more, because he was in like 38 goals when he last counted, or 38 goal contributions. And now 31 games played, 27 goals and 10 assists. In the league only, he has 37 assists, 37 goal contributions. If he brings half of those to Arsenal, you know, like 20, I think will be a very good addition. In the UEFA Europa League, 9 games, 5 goals and 2 assists. Those are 7 goal involvements. And in the Taka da Liga, 2 games, 3 goals. He has gone ahead to score 35 goals right now, and he has 12 assists as a player. And this is the caliber of player that you always want to come to your side. And with that speech he's going to hit to make, that he doesn't know whether he's going to be here at Sporting Lisbon next season, is an indicator that teams like Arsenal that have gone ahead to scout for this player for a very long time have gone ahead to put in a high gear to see to it that they really kill off this opportunity and really signed the player. I know the player wants to join Arsenal, and when you look at how Arsenal is going to hit to play, obviously Arteta might be thinking of getting in a number 9, and he might not get in what we call a player to compete with Saka, and he might tell Gabriel Jesus that you are going to be my player who play either on the left or on the right. But I don't think that that will entice Gabriel Jesus, because for Gabriel Jesus, he has gone ahead to see himself as a number 9, and he has not at any one time thought of that. And will Arteta drop Kai Havertz back in the midfield next season? It will depend on which signings he's going to get into, because if Arteta brings in 2 more midfielders, it will be an indicator that Arsenal are not going to use Kai Havertz as a central midfielder. You get, if they bring in 1, obviously understand that they are counting Kai Havertz onto the central midfield. All else, the manager is thinking of really getting in Gyokeres and obviously compete with Gabriel Jesus and see how he really tries to really use Kai Havertz. Because for Kai Havertz, with his performances, you can't tell me that he's a player you cannot count on to next season into your starting 11. He has to be a starter. He has to be a starter. And he has been a blessing to Arsenal. He has scored very many goals, and very many Arsenal fans are really jubilating and celebrating him. And this is why I tell you that never call a player a flop before he obviously plays 2 seasons at the club. Like for me at Old Trafford, I'm calling Anthony a flop. 2 seasons, he hasn't gone ahead to deliver as expected, meaning that he has gone ahead to flop. He's a pure flop at the club of Man United, and that's why Kai Havertz has gone ahead to prove you wrong. And for Gyokeres, back at him, with his team not playing in the Euros, you obviously understand what Arsenal is really going to be at. He says, we'll see what happens. It's hard to predict what will happen in the future. And I think the fans of Sporting Lisbon won't get peace with such a speech coming in through from their number 9, who was going to hit to score very many goals, because they know they are a fishing ground for very many clubs. From way back in 2003, getting Cristiano Ronaldo, Nani, and we see what Ronaldo is going to turn into. Ronaldo is one of the best players in the world for his generation. You understand? Nani, look at Paulinho, look at Matthias Nunes, and very many other players that have gone ahead to cross from Sporting Lisbon to come to the Premier League, La Liga, and other leagues. And now they've gone ahead to obviously have a player in Gyokeres who can cost that amount of money, close to 85. Sorry about that. Close to 85 million pounds, right? Then they're having Goncalo Inacio, another one that can cost the same amount of money. Then they're having Diomande. Diomande is another one who was going to hit to be one of those defenders that is valued to be between 50 and 60 million euros. So they're really having a crop of good players they can sell to see to it that he joins the party. You understand? So for me, I'm just excited for what's going to hit to happen down here, and I just can't wait to see how people are going to come out and really react to this. But we wait to see how Arsenal is really going to go hard onto this guy. If Arsenal really goes hard and really sign him, obviously they would have gone ahead to get him a number 9 who suits and ticks all the boxes when it comes to the bracket of players they really want at the club of Arsenal. So after that, we are having Arne Slot is one of those that I was going to have to speak about on signing players from the Dutch league because he's well conversant with it. He told ESPN Arne Slot on potentially signing Dutch players at Liverpool. He said, there are so many variables. He said, there are so many variables. If a player is good, it shouldn't matter what level he comes from. But at the moment, there is no talk of anything because nothing has been officially confirmed yet. That is Arne Slot for you. So, obviously, he's looking so much at the quality. And we all know that quality is what makes a player good. And at Liverpool, with that squad, I think they need to reinforce their central defense and maybe get in another midfielder. But their forward line is really very, very good. And it's going to hit, obviously, do lots of things that I'm going to hate to see to it that they create lots of memories and lots of fun to the people that they obviously allege to. And I tell you what, they are really looking good. They are looking good. All they need is to get in more and more players that can really help them do the needful and obviously become what they're supposed to become as a side. But if you're talking about adding in more players, I think one of those that you should look at is a defender. And in the Dutch league, they're really having some good numbers in there for you, and we hope they come in through to obviously put in a very good shift in there for you. So for me, I'm just excited to see how he's gonna come in through and obviously manage his first season in the Premier League. And the moment comes in through, I tell you, we'll be excited to really look at him and really evaluate him with the work that the former manager of Liverpool is gonna hit obviously start up. We anticipate that he's going to be one of those that is going to come in big and better at that stadium. So for me, we are here to wait to see how everything really goes on, because he knows exactly what quality means. And if at all talks about quality, you know what Dutch players are really known of? It's all about quality. Dutch players are known about quality. Now, with Bayern Munich in search of a manager, Pep Guardiola has found himself being linked onto the side of Bayern Munich. And asked on management rumors of possible Bayern Munich return, he says, Pep has FC Bayern in his heart, but he does not want to leave Man City this summer. He's very happy and has a contract until 2025. A return to FC Bayern is not an option. So he has gone ahead to come in through and really refute the rumors that he's being linked to Bayern Munich, and feels like that is really a total turn off, and they're trying to distract him. He still has a contract long enough to keep him at Man City until 2025, that his next summer, and we wait to see how things are going to pan out. But there is a story I went ahead to run here, and it was all about Pep Guardiola coming in through to obviously reveal to us that he is that kind of person. Sorry, sources in Barcelona were revealing to us that Barcelona is going to have to keep Xavi for 1 year, and then later they are going to come up and put what we call Xavi out, and Pep Guardiola has gone ahead to obviously tell Laporte that he's willing to return to Barcelona. Why people took it serious is because of the interview that this man went ahead to make, that is Pep Guardiola, about Barcelona. He said there is nothing can deny to see to it that Barcelona really gets. If it's a player for Man City, he can really give green light for that player to go to Man City, and we're going to hate to see Ika Gundogan, we're going to hate to see Cancelo on loan, and then even Bernardo Silva wants to go to that side. So he really wishes them very well. And are these the ambassadors he's trying to send to Barcelona to see to it that when he reaches there, all is well, like he did when he was at Bayern Munich and he sent in players like Kevin De Bruyne at Man City, yet Bayern Munich were looking at them and told them, please don't sign him, he's not a good player, and he went to Man City. He might be doing the same work that he did. But all I want to let you know is this man is really good, and he's so much talented in what he does. And Man City will do whatever is in their reach to obviously keep Pep Guardiola at their club. If it means paying him £1 million a week, they will, because they know it's hard to get another Pep Guardiola. And when you look at clubs like Man United, on how they went ahead to suffer ever since they went ahead, obviously ever since they went ahead to part ways with Sir Alex Ferguson, it's 10 years of no big trophy. Because for me, a big trophy is the Premier League and the Champions League. However much the structure at Man City is really great, but I will tell you, it's not going to be an easy settle in of any manager after Pep Guardiola, because that manager must come in through and really command respect in that dressing room. These players are big ego players, and you anticipate whether they can really give respect to the next manager who is going to be coming in through to feature at that side. So, your thoughts on Gyokeres speaking out on his Arsenal transfer deal? What do you make about it? Then, onslaught on signing Dutch players, and Pep Guardiola snubs Bayern Munich. Says, I'm going to be here at Man City until when my contract runs down. Subscribe to this channel and continue to do the needful and give us the best that we deserve as we people. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out. See you later. We thank God for the gift of life, and Allah, we thank you for the gift of life. Ciao, ciao.